affair lined up for you today as the Golden State Warriors come in for this one. 76er fans are making noise here at the Wells Fargo Center. We are in Philadelphia. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Against the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green of the forward set. And it's Bogut at center.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Curry, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Okafor dishes to Cannon. Here's the three. Can't hit. And Golden State will come the other way. Pass to Bogut. Over to the wing. Nobody near Barnes. And it falls over the rim and in. And now just over a minute played here in the first. The drive by Smith. Embiid, the pass to Okafor. Cannon kicks to Okafor. Puts it up from 12. The Warriors pull it in.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Green, no luck.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now, here's Thompson. And the basket by Curry.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Smith against Thompson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. The 76ers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ish Smith. That is his first foul of the game. Tries a three off the inbound. Can't get it to go. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score, multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Livingston is out there with Barbosa, and it's Spades in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And guys, I would have to say one of the most underrated defensive players in the NBA, Draymond Green. Might not be the case anymore after coming in second in the Defensive Player of the Year voting last year.
Yep, he might not look the part. You know, undersized, but you talk to the scouts and the stat geeks, they'll tell you he's one of the best defensively.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Iguodala against Grant. And for Carl Landry. And Nick Stauskas is subbed in for Hollis Thompson. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. Curry can't get it to go.
And for Green, long arms, great anticipation. We talk about the IQ. Also the willingness to absorb contact. All part of what makes him special on the defensive end of the floor.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. The 76ers trail by 3. And here's Stauskas from the arc. A rebound by Ezeli. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Excellent D there from Okafor.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Outside Curry.
76ers foul call.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good.
At the line, 76ers.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
No need to rush here. They can play for one shot.
Yeah, and I think the way you do it, you're patient as you indicated, and wait until about the 5-second mark before you get into your play.
For three, Smith. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And a pretty tightly...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Ken. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They were able to squeeze ahead. And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Just a quality performance. And, you know, we do expect to see that from him. And he's always setting the bar high for himself. And sometimes I think we just kind of get numb to how good this guy really is.
And, Greg, you know how it was as the marked man when you were playing on great teams in your past. It's hard to perform when everybody's locked in on you. Be able to play like he has when you have a reputation of being the guy, that's impressive.
Ish Smith is out there with Isaiah Cannon. Then there's Okafor. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. An MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. So he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
And here's Embiid. Harrison Barnes getting it to go from deep.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 7 points for Barnes.
Wow, check out that.
Thompson. Smith dishes to Okafor. Ball's knocked loose. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. And it goes on Draymond Green. You know, it's apparent there what a leader he is. Always communicating it and keeping everyone on the floor in sync.
And, Kevin, that's such a good point. You know, it doesn't always show up in the box score, but those leadership qualities of his are just as valuable to this team as anything else that he does.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Nerlens Noel checks in for Okafor. Thompson comes in for Robert Covington. And Nick Stauskas is subbed in for Cannon. Here is Livingston, covered by Smith. Puts up the baby hook, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Spades has got his first points of the game. It could go. The shot misses. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Warriors on top. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. The 76ers trail by 8, and Golden State looking at who they've got. We've got Ian Clark, rush out there with Iguodala. And there's Livingston, and it's Speights in at the center, filling out the middle. Warriors shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. All going up court. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Okafor's checked in, and Robert Covington subbed in for Hollis Thompson. Golden State also making some changes. Ezeli
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Ian Clark.
Checking in for the Warriors, Klay Thompson.
There's Cannon with the three, and the shot is good.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
That's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Covington passes to Okafor. Cannon from long range. Shot is no good. Good D by Thompson.
Good shot selection, long range, and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Warriors.
Good point, Steve. And Clark, they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
I like their fortitude, their toughness, particularly in terms of dealing with adversity. Anytime things didn't go their way, they just put their nose down and stayed with it. And because of that, they were able to pull away.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Curry. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game. And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
And speaking of Curry playing off the ball in the pass, Clark would see him guarding shooting guards defensively. Some said trying to hide him against lesser offensive players.
Well, I think guarding 2 guards gave him a chance maybe to save some energy for the offensive end. But recently, Steve Kerr has had him on point guards more. You want your best players taking the challenge at both ends of the court.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Steph Curry. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. Here is Livingston.
76ers foul. Number 12. That's his second personal.
And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Sean Livingston. 2 shots.
Livingston hits both of them. From deep three-point range, no good. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking.
Congratulations. The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. He made all the key plays every step of the way. They depend on him to deliver these sorts of performances, and he helped carry his team tonight.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just